Hi, everyone. So as soon as we get everybody in, we will get started.
Everyone's in.
Okay, great. So just a quick little thing about me, for those of you who have never taken this class with me before, I teach a couple of styles of Tai Chi, and I also do Qigong as well. So and I've been teaching it for a number of years. So tonight what we're going to do is, a lot of times I spend doing some Qigong that's specific for, the head and so forth. But tonight I thought I would do something a little bit different where we're going to work on really calming. We're going to work a little bit more on the yin side because Tai Chi and Qigong has that balance of yin and they call it yang, but I always call it yang. I can't help it. It's my Jersey accent. But so tonight we're going to spend time on calming. And that's going to help to calm whether we have migraines or any of that kind of stuff. So let's begin with that right now. So we're going to start in a seated position so that you can give you an opportunity to, go through what I call the 3 intentful enhancements, which means we want to enhance our posture, we want to enhance our breath, and we also want to enhance our mindfulness. Because posture is so very important, whether it's yoga, whether it's Qigong, whether it's anything that we do. Because when our posture starts to change, that sends a cascade of all different problems that could happen to us. So let's just have a seat, find a comfortable seated position for right now. And what I'd like for you to do is we're going to think about your posture, even in a seated position. So you want to look down at your feet and make sure your feet are facing forward. You want to then make sure that your knees are kind of lined up right under the ankle. You don't want to have the feet behind you. You want to have that like a nice 90-degree bend. And then make sure that your knees are lined up with your hips. You don't want those knees to be turning inward or turning outward. Try to align them up and feel the feet on the ground. Big toe, little toe, heel. These are very important for balance, but also these are good points for us to think about. So then making your way up to the lower abdominal area. This is a very energetic area, whether it's yoga or Tai Chi or Qigong. This is called the lower dantian or jing. So what I'd like for you to do, I'm going to turn to the side. We're going to do a little bit of breathing technique, but I want you to also engage the muscle here. So as we exhale, you want to pull that navel in, almost like you're lifting it up, but in, and using this abdominal muscle here, rather than the one that we use when we curl forward. So focusing on lifting that abdominal area up, feel like you're lifting that navel up, and then just releasing it out. And what you'll find is you'll feel that lifting of the muscle here is going to lengthen and elongate that lower back. So a lot of times when we have migraines, we also have lower back issues as well, because, both ends of the spine are usually affected. So let's just take a few moments, make sure your feet stay firmly planted on the ground, and lifting that navel up and in, exhaling out, and still trying to keep that posture. Try not to let yourself curl forward. Try to let all that happen in that lower body. And then inhale and let that pelvis just kind of rock forward. So exhale, pulling it up and in, letting that tailbone slide underneath you, feeling the muscles in the pelvis change. And then inhale and let that roll forward. So let's do that a few times, just so we kind of loosen up that lower spine. Exhale as we pull in. Pause for a moment. And then inhale and let that belly rise, expand out, working the muscles in that lower abdominal area. And let's do that a few more times. Letting that lower back, that lumbar area relax down. Good. And then bring your attention to your sternum. This is also another energetic area. This is the middle dantian, or it's called Qi. So we want to feel that we're lifting and letting those shoulder blades roll back and down, and then coming forward. So we're kind of curling that rib cage back and forth. And anything that we do, always go to the point of sensation, not to the point of pain. So what we're trying to do is loosen up, lifting the sternum, letting the shoulder blades slide down the back, inhaling when we do that, and exhaling and letting it kind of curl forward and back and forth. And still keeping the feet firmly planted, trying to make this a function of that shoulder area here, back and forth. Good. Let's do one more of those. And then back. And so what you want to do is when we do that, we're going through the two extremes. You want to find that middle place, but we certainly want to feel like we have that opportunity to lift that sternum up just a little bit more and let those shoulder blades slide down the back. And as we're going through this, just thinking about tension, leaving all these areas that we're working on, letting that just melt down. You know, the stimulation of the day has just coming down. Putting the tongue to the roof of the mouth will help to balance out the neck. And then bringing your attention up to the face, you know, especially with migraines, you know, we have a lot of areas around the head that get tense. So just allowing yourself to keep this posture that we've been working on so far, feeling that breath expanding a little bit more in the body. And then bringing your attention up to the face. We're going to slowly relax the face, starting with the jaw. Just allowing the jaw to relax, feeling the muscles around the jaw. Just relax. Almost like the jaw is heavy, just allowing it to lengthen. With each breath, maybe do little micro movements of relaxation. And then bring your attention to the cheeks, just allowing the cheek muscles to relax. Getting rid of that tension, especially if you've been talking a lot. If you have a lot of tension in that jaw area, just imagine lengthening and relaxation in those muscles. Feeling the muscles around the mouth while keeping the tongue to the roof of the mouth, just allowing them to relax as well. And then bringing your attention up to the eyes. You know, we can get migraines in the eyes. The eyes, a lot of stress in the eyes can bring on migraines. And the eyes have so many muscles in them. So let's take a moment. You can certainly close your eyes or keep them open, whatever feels comfortable for you. But still feeling that posture, feeling that breath, and then allowing yourself to allow the eyes to relax. Maybe letting the eyelids just droop a little bit, but feeling that tension just releasing out. The eyes are constantly moving, so we want to allow them this opportunity to relax. And then feeling the eyebrows, allowing the eyebrows to relax. Certainly, you know, we will lift those eyebrows when we have a lot of tension. So just allowing that relaxation, the whole face, the forehead, letting that forehead just lengthen and relax. Feeling the muscles around the ears. The ears also, there's muscles around the ears. Just allowing all of this to relax. And then thinking of the top of the head, the neck is lengthening up towards the heavens. The feet are grounding us to the earth. And feeling that length in the spine, that length in the neck. And now that we have this better posture, let's breathe into this posture. Let's focus a little bit more on that. So maintaining, feeling the feet on the ground, feeling that lower dantian area, all parts of the body, kind of multitasking at its best. Let's begin to focus on that breath. So when we breathe in, we want to inhale deeply, maybe to a 4 count or whatever is comfortable for you to do, but more than what you would normally do in a regular breath. Pause for a moment and then exhale out that same number. So if you're inhaling in for 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, and then allow yourself to exhale out. 3, 4, and relax. Let's do that several more times. So what you want to do is enhance, expand your opportunity for breath. So let's do that a few more times. Inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for a moment. And then exhaling out, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's do that a few more times. I'm going to let you count to yourself or just feel whatever number, whatever it is that you can get to expand that, the lungs, taking in more oxygen, and then letting that expel, expel, expel. And as you do this, feel the tension leaving the body. Feel the tension melting out of the shoulders, away from the head, out to the earth. And let's just do that a few more times. Allowing yourself to be and relaxed. And let's now go back to regular breathing and see how that has enhanced your breath. The more oxygen that we can take in, the better our opportunity to be able to quell those migraines. So if you feel comfortable and want to stand up, that's great. If you still want to stay in a seated position, that's great too. I'll let you choose however you want to do it. The movements that we're going to do can be done in any position, either seated or standing. So let's again gather ourselves for good posture in a standing position. So we want to look at the feet. We want to feel the big toe, the little toe in the heel. And you can almost rock back and forth just a little bit. Not to the point where you feel like you're going to fall over, but just enough so that you really can feel those toes pressing into the earth. Feeling the body weight shift. When we do a Tai Chi, Tai Chi has a lot of movements in it. It's all about being able to feel that weight transition. And balance is very important. We have a lot of receptors in the ankle that help us receive information about what's going on. So the feet, toes, and so forth are very important. Good. And then let yourself just settle. Let those feet just settle. Let's bend and press those knees just a little bit, just to kind of release any tension out of the knees, out of the legs, out of the calves. You know, just a little bit, doesn't have to be big, but just enough so that you can feel the tension maybe in the legs, just relaxing. Good, and then let yourself just settle, slightly bent knee. So in that lower abdominal area again, that dantian, let's go through that again now in a standing position. So we want to feel that pelvis and tailbone move. As the tailbone goes down, feel that length in the lumbar. So just back and forth, engaging your muscles. And especially if you have been seated for a long time today, this is a really good thing to do, to get up every so often and allow that movement in the pelvis. Good. And relax. And again, let yourself settle. You do want to feel that tailbone lengthening and stay long under the body. That will help to keep that lumbar area nice and relaxed. So let's just kind of shake out the arms a little bit, especially if you've been on a computer mouse or you've been doing that. You can let those shoulders relax a little bit. Sometimes I've done this in class and we shake everything. We call it the dance of chaos. Everybody loves that we do that because they can do whatever they want. Good, and then just let that. So with that tingling that you feel, that's your chi. That is your chi being released. All that tension coming on. So let's whisk the hands together. When you whisk those hands together, those points in your hand, they're called Laogong points. Like at the bottom of the feet, we have what's called Yongquan points. And that heat that you feel in your hands, that's your chi. So this gives us a really good opportunity to kind of really feel it and say, oh yeah, we all have chi. It's just a matter of whether we cultivate it, use it, move it around. So now let's inhale and the more that you do this, the more sensitive you can be to feeling that stretch of energy. It's almost like a magnetic pull between the fingers. And the softer the movement, the better the chi flows. So just allow that to expand. And just releasing the overstimulation of the heart, of the day. Just allowing yourself the self-care of being able to relax and take a little time for yourself. Whenever we move chi, it's the healing movement, no matter where it is. Because energy is constantly, moving throughout the body. But when it stagnates is when we get the problems. So let's do that one more time. Inhaling. And so let's take the elbows. We're going to pull the elbows down. When I pull the elbows down and back, I want to feel these back muscles. I want to feel that chest expand, like we were kind of doing when we were seated. This is my inhalation. And then as I exhale, I'm going to roll the spine. I want to pull the arms together so I feel those chest muscles tighten. And then I'm going to inhale and bring it back. So the movement is a kind of almost a slight curl. Squeeze the chest. And then inhale and let the shoulder blade open the chest. So exhale here in front. Inhale. This is also really good to do if you're sitting at a desk. This helps to get those back muscles, the chest muscles, the arms all moving. Try to bring those arms as close together in front as you can, almost letting those elbows meet. So it's almost like a slight rolling action. I'm going to roll the elbow up, back, and down. Inhaling. Exhale as I roll in. Inhale up. And exhale, bring it in. Good. Let's do a few more of these. So remember, when you're sitting at your desk, every hour you want to try and get up and do something. This is one of the best things you can do for that upper body. Good. Let's do the last one. Good. And let the arms come down. So we're going to sync the chi. So as we come up, we're going to gather chi from all around us, bring it up to the top of the head, just pull the belly away, and then let it come down. And as I come down, I want to sink just a little bit. I want to feel the whole body. Inhale, I want to feel like I'm expanding, straightening the knees out slightly, top of the head, big way, bring this down. So I'm bathing myself in all this new, fresh, healing chi. And remember, always going to the point of sensation, never to the point of pain, especially as you lift the arms up, if you have anything going on with the shoulders, always modify to whatever you need, because the chi still moves. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And the slower you go, the better it is. And what's fascinating is that when people do Qigong and Tai Chi, it is as effective reducing blood pressure. As soon as you start to move, blood sugar levels change. It's fascinating how healing these kind of things can be without breaking a sweat. And a lot of times the movement is slow and repeated. So when you do this on your own, you can always do as many as you feel you need to do. I'm probably going to work within normal numbers about 9. Good, let's do one more. Good. Now just allow the hands to rest on that lower dantian. So they're kind of right there, right by that lower abdominal area. And just feel the hands, the tingling in the hands. And the more that you do this, the more you tingle. It's just really great how you become much more sensitive to it. Now let's take this up. We're going to gather this chi up. We're going to fold it into the chest. One hand goes up, doesn't matter which one. So you want to lengthen, you want to feel that lengthening in the rib cage. And then you're going to bring this arm down, like you're scooping that chi and bringing it back. We're going to alternate from one side to the other. Let's gather this up. Turn, one palm goes up, the other goes down, connecting sky and the earth and down. And let's do that again. Coming up. So we're going to change. One hand goes up, the other hand goes down, connecting the universal energy, and then sweeping it around and back to that lower dantian. Let's bring that up. Change the hands up, lengthen that rib cage, and let that come through. And just feel how the tension just releases out of the body. Allow yourself to breathe nice and comfortably. Change those hands. One comes up, the other down. And bring it up. Good. Turn and up. So again, letting that tension from one side to the other. This also helps to balance yin and yang. Way up. Down. Good. Let's do one more. Up. Good. And down. So let's bring the arms up. We're going to do what's called cloud hands. So on cloud hands, you're part of this is you want to focus on the hand that's up. The other hand that's coming across the body is kind of scooping this energy across that lower dantian. And then once you get as far over to the side as you can, you're going to switch those hands. And now you're going to look to this side. So you want to let the elbow relax. You want to be looking at the palm with the fingers facing up. And then when you get to that other side, you're going to switch. So the side that the hand is up, that's the side you want to go to. And then switch. So this is called cloud hands. The cloud hands works across the heart and the lung meridian, very calming, very relaxing, helps to release a lot of tension, especially in the heart, kind of helps us release any negative emotions. And I'd like for you to try and go for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and one more time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And let's come back to center. Let's bring the arms up, pulling up energy, pulling it across, getting rid of any negative energy and down. Pulling this healthy, fresh chi up around the face, taking it out. And out. And remember, nice and slow, drawing that energy up, feeling that relaxation happening with each movement, feeling that chi energy is flowing right across, out, down. So thinking of that neat yin energy, out. Good, let's do one more. Up, pull, and out, and down. So the last one we're going to do is called Embracing the Moon, which of course that's why we're doing our yin practice in the evening. So let's bring the arms up, feeling maybe some energy between the fingers just for a moment, allowing those elbows, and you want to just be in this relaxed state. So you almost feel that energy pulsing, and elbows out to yourself. So let's bring one underneath and one on top. So we have the hands like as if we're embracing the moon, and just allow yourself to feel that chi. Little gentle movement. And then bringing the hands up, out, and switch. And again, allowing yourself to just feel the rhythm. The rhythm of the movement is happening throughout the whole body, from the feet all the way up. Bring it up, out, and back, and again. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Good, up and out one more time. And rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. So let's allow the arms to come down. Just put them in front of that lower dantian for a moment as we close our practice. So you might feel some energy in the hands That would be great. Let's bring our hands up into prayer pose and let's put our thumbs on our chi or our sternum. So as always, it's been my honor and pleasure to be your guide in your practice tonight. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, because even though we're on screen, energy goes through walls, it goes through everything. So you are all generating positive energy in a world that has a whole lot of turmoil going on. So thank you so much. We've created a tsunami of positive healing energy, not only for ourselves, but for all that is around us. So the light and the spirit and the energy in me so values, respects, and honors the light and the spirit and the energy in each and every one of you. And in yoga, they call it namaste, but in with the Asian practice, we call it Ni Men Hao Jing Shen Qi. So thank you again for coming. So wonderful to see you all again, and I'll see you hopefully sometime next month. That would be great. Thank you. Yay, good job, everyone. Good job.
Thank you everyone for joining.
Yes.
Hope to see you next time. Thank you, Suzanne.
All right. Take care, everyone.